Portugal is 95 miles wide and 350 miles long. You can drive its entire length in a single day. But few countries in Europe pack as much variety, history, food, or coastline into so small a space. In this episode of Discover Europe, we are walking through Portugal end to end. What to know before you go, what it costs, where to stay, and the parts of the country tourists still have not found. By the end of these next 5 minutes, you will know more about traveling Portugal than 90% of people who have already booked their flight. 3 cities anchor Portugal. Lisbon, the capital, sits on 7 hills above the Tagus River. Pastel buildings, yellow vintage trams, and a quality of sunlight Lisbon's called a luz that photographers travel here just to chase. Porto, 3 hours north, is older, grittier, and arguably more beautiful. A UNESCO river city built around port wine cellars carved into cliffside warehouses. And Coimbra, between them, holds one of Europe's oldest universities, where students still wear long black capes that reportedly inspired the Harry Potter robes. Each city is 1 to 3 days. Together they are the Portugal Triangle. Portuguese food is built on the Atlantic. Bacalhau, salt cod, prepared, they say, in 365 different ways. Pastel de nata, the egg custard tart, whose original recipe is still a state secret. Fresh sardines grilled on the street on summer evenings. Pair it with vinho verde, a young, slightly fizzy white wine made nowhere else in the world, or a glass of port from Porto. Music is fado, saudade in song form, a melancholy you feel before you understand. The language is Portuguese. English works almost everywhere in cities. 2 phrases earn you immediate smiles. Obrigado for thank you, bom dia for good morning. The practical Portugal. For most travelers from the US, UK, Canada, Australia, and the EU, you do not need a visa for stays under 90 days. Currency is the euro. Lisbon is one of Western Europe's cheapest capitals. Hostels run under 30 euros. Mid-range hotels 80 to 120. A full dinner with wine 25 to 40 euros per person. Porto runs about 15% cheaper. Best months are April to June and September to October. Warm, dry, and quieter than peak July and August. Safety is excellent. Portugal ranks among Europe's safest countries. Trains connect everything. The Lisbon to Porto Alfa Pendular takes under 3 hours, and the Portugal most tourists miss. The Alentejo, a sun-baked region of cork forests, whitewashed villages, and Roman ruins south of Lisbon. The Algarve coast for cliff beaches and seafood worth flying for. Madeira, an Atlantic island, for cloud forests and levada hikes along volcanic ridges. The Azores, mid-Atlantic volcanic islands, where you can swim with dolphins on a Tuesday morning. If you take one trip to Portugal, do Lisbon, Sintra, Porto, and the Douro Valley. If you have 2 weeks, add the Azores or Madeira, and you may never look at another beach the same way. If this helped you plan, subscribe, like, and tell me in the comments which European country you want next. Spain, France, Italy, Greece. I will cover everyone.